Hey everybody, my name's Bill Bengston. I've been doing healing research now for an awful long time, 35 or so years. I've done research with humans, I've done research with animals, I've done research on cell cultures, I have ongoing labs right now. And I found some reasonably interesting things that I'm going to share with you at the conference. Probably the thing that I'm most known for, as it were, is my experimental work with cancer in animals. And it turns out I have about 16 iterations in various labs that demonstrates beyond a shadow of a doubt, I think, that cancer can be cured using healing techniques, or at the very least the healing techniques that I've developed. And it has some interesting properties. Not only do you get a cure in a real sense, but the animals seem to be immune to further injections of cancer for the rest of their life. And this yields some pretty interesting places to poke. And I poked around, for example, in things that probably won't surprise you, that, for example, distance doesn't seem to matter. You're probably not going to be surprised to hear that there's a dose response. In other words, healing's not an instantaneous magic pill. Healing happens, it seems to produce a result in the mouse, but there's a certain minimum amount of treatment required in the mouse. Some of the things that I found are, I guess, controversial. One of the things has to do with subjective experiences of the healers. And it turns out that a sense of connection or a sense of spirituality or a sense of all this kind of thing, this resonant connection, the subjective awareness that the healer has doesn't seem to matter at all in terms of healing. Some people experience a connection, some people don't, but everybody seems to be able to heal if they give this sufficient practice. And so we've established a good baseline from which to work, and the focus of my talk at the conference will be whether we can make healing practical, whether we can make it scalable, and whether we can turn it into something along the lines of a conventional treatment. And to this regard, I'm trying to automate, as it were, the healing experience and take some of the subjectiveness out of this. And what we have now is a whole series of experiments which indicate that we can store healing. Some experiments that indicate we can not only store healing, but we can record it and reproduce it by playing back that recording to, for example, cancer cells in vitro. And if this is the case, and this is an ongoing research project, which I'll update you at the conference, if this is the case, we might even actually have something along the lines of a downloadable, scalable, practical healing application. And that's going to be the focus of my talk. So I'll be talking about some animal research. I'll be talking about some cell research. I'll be talking about some human clinical experiences that we've had. And I think that'll be enough to cover at the conference. So I hope to see you there and look forward to meeting you.